It's good to finally come down here. I mean, this is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm taking some time off from touring to sort of get some other things done. And so we just hopped over and
Good on you.
come to this wonderful, wonderful country.
This is a little more rockier, White Shoes, isn't it?
Oh, it's quite a lot more. This is really a different album for me, and it's just something that we had compiled a few songs that were a bit different from what I usually do, and so we just recorded a few more and put it all together as sort of like a left field album. It's definitely not a change of direction. It's just, sort of a little trip off into another direction and then to come right back to country, because that's basically what I do is sing country music.
Okay, so it's basically what you do, but you tend to drift away from time to time, and that's obviously your decision.
Oh, yeah, because every once in a while there's a song you want to do, and I don't think that the fact that I'm a country singer should stop me from trying other things, but I always come back to country because that's what I like to do.
Well, country greats and rock and roll greats are your forte. You re-record them. Are they all your selections, or do other people go out and pick them for you?
Well, I pretty much pick the songs that I do. Every once in a while, Brian, my producer, will come up with a suggestion, as on this album, his idea to do On the Radio, which I thought turned out really well. In fact, it's one of my favorites.
Right, which is quite a way away from what you've been doing over the last
oh, yeah, but every once in a while, it's nice to try something different.
Can you tell us at what stage of your career you think your biggest break occurred and what that was?
Well, actually, probably just the first album and having it be a success. I mean, I went from nothing, in a sense of having no records and no one ever hearing of me, doing some background work, and then all of a sudden I had a #1 country record, and that was in '75. And there have been a lot of other things since then, but I think that that's really sort of like day and night in a way.
In America, how many #1 singles have you had on the country charts?
Probably at least half a dozen, maybe more.
#1 albums?
I'm sorry?
#1 albums?
About maybe half a dozen. I really don't know. I put them out and then I go on to work on the next one, and I don't really.
You don't bother to count?
Not really. Not to count. I mean, I know I've had some success, and that's very pleasing to me, but I don't really keep a record of it.
Children, you have one child or more?
I have two.
2 children?
Yeah.
Is it hard to be on the road as a lady performer?
Yes, it is, and that's why I'm getting away from being on the road all the time, which is what I was doing, and trying to spend much more time at home. So that's what I'm doing.
In the U.S., #1 country singles, you've had a heap. Albums, you've had a heap. There was a song out here called Mr. Sandman that actually went top 40, and that was off an album called Evangeline. Can we have a look at that now?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming in.
Well,
and we look forward to you coming back and doing a tour of this country.
Oh,
would be lovely.